Hey, everybody, welcome back to I Know a Guy. I'm Anthony, and this is the podcast where connections thrive. Each episode, we spotlight inspiring entrepreneurs, professionals, and individuals doing amazing things. Together, we'll grow your circle, spark collaborations, and discover new opportunities. Today, we're meeting Prerak Mehta. He is the founder of NetMafia, a web design and SEO marketing agency, and a seasoned educator with over 35,000 Udemy students, with a top-rated course portfolio and a mission to help local businesses thrive online. Prerak combines his engineering expertise with marketing acumen. Based in Mumbai, he focuses on empowering businesses to achieve consistent leads through innovative SEO strategies. How are you doing today, Prerak? Sorry, I'm going to get your name wrong throughout the whole thing. I get names wrong for a living at this point. So
That's no problem, Anthony.
how
Thank you
you
so
doing?
much for giving an amazing introduction. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm really looking forward to our conversation.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. They need help with the SEO world. I know it's like speaking Egyptian to some folks, and they have a hard time. So, people out there that are able to kind of clear it up and help them out with it, that's super important. So, I was excited to have you on. But to start off, you're located in Mumbai, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome. You've been there forever, or are you newer to the
Yeah,
area?
I was born and brought up over here.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I've never been. So, if somebody's coming into town, let's say you have some friends coming in to visit, what are you doing for fun, and where are you guys going to eat?
Well, it depends. Like, if someone who has never been visited India before, I would take them to restaurants and different street food vendors, because Indian food specifically has lots of different spices, and it would just unlock all your different taste buds. So I would take them through all the eateries, and then there are lots of different fun places. But Mumbai actually is like a modern city. There isn't like heritage or ancient things to show around. There are lots of different malls, which I'm pretty sure someone coming from a really well developed city or country would have visited before. So I think eateries and different parks and beach, sea view, and all other things that I think I would make them visit.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, sounds fun. I'll have to go. I'll have to go sometime. I know. I'll melt because I know it's known for being a little hot. Is Mumbai a hotter area in India, or is it a little cooler?
It's tropical climate, I would say. I mean,
Yeah.
for us, the winters over here are at around 23 to 26 degrees Celsius. So
Hmm.
I know that is warm. That's your summer, and that's our winter actually. And summers are pretty hot, around 35 to 38 degrees Celsius. It's humid temperature, so you sweat a lot, and I personally sweat a lot. So
Okay, I'm coming in the winter then, because I can't do it. I won't make it. So awesome, awesome. So what can you tell us about what you do?
sure. I mean, I'm running my marketing agency where we are helping local businesses, SMEs, and corporates scale online through SEO marketing strategies. And not just that, we also help them build their online presence through website first, because website is the very first foundational step when you want to get your online presence through running, paid ads or organic traffic. So that's what we specialize in doing so. And we incorporate on page, off page, and technical SEO aspects when we talk about our SEO marketing strategy. I know there are lots of other agencies out there who focuses on specific tasks of SEO, whereas we take a holistic approach and give like a comprehensive strategic plan and execute on those plans for each and every client of ours.
Okay, awesome. Well, how'd you get started doing this? Is this something that you've always been doing, or always wanted to do, or is there a story there?
Yeah, there is a story, and if you may allow, it's going to take a lot of time, because it starts way back in 2020. I was 18, and the COVID pandemic was there worldwide, and India, where I stay, there was a nationwide lockdown. So everyone, just like me, inquisitive learners, they lean towards online learning, and they were exploring other courses on platforms like Udemy and Skillshare, and so was I. So one fine day, just out of pure curiosity, I saw a tab to teach on Udemy besides my learning tab. So that got me thinking, is that so easy to teach on these platforms? Because I had this kind of an impression that only professors who teach at universities and someone who runs their own startups and have won accolades are allowed to do so. But then as I started exploring more and more, I came to know that it's not more about what you are, but about what you can teach to others. So that's when I first learned about how to be more camera confident, how to convey and teach things to other people on a video format, how to edit your videos. And the first exposure to SEO was when I was making my courses, because course a pre-recorded course is actually a digital product, and if you want to sell this product in an autopilot mode, you would want to run any sort of marketing campaign, either through social media, through paid ads, or SEO. Now Udemy is like a platform which helps you get lots of traction and revenue through their organic search, and it helps rank your courses on Google search results as well. So that's when I started learning more about SEO the very first time, actually. And then as my college semesters went by, and mind well, all these things that I was doing, I was actually doing while I was pursuing my graduation in engineering. That's my education background. So while I was in my college, I was going through all these different things. I was exploring SEO. I was making my courses, and as part of my college semesters, I had to do internships in different companies, and they actually help me get more exposure in software development, testing, project management, and SEO marketing. So that's when I realized that maybe this isn't something to build and debug code the rest of my life, is something that I would love to do. Rather, SEO and marketing specifically is what I love doing, and I would enjoy doing more, and just scale it at a level that would help me achieve financial freedom and just have the independence and just do whatever I want to do in my free time.
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's a big realization knowing that you don't have to be the expert of all experts to get out there and teach somebody. If you know 20% more than the next person, that's
Correct.
a valuable 20%, right? You can
That's
definitely
right.
teach people that there's definitely need for that intermediate step and then the big step. So that's awesome. Really happy you're able to discover that, especially
Thank you.
during that time when a lot of us were looking for something. So what is it that you love about what you're doing right now?
I mean, there's lots of other things. First and foremost, I am, exposed to not just one. So if we talk about as an intern or as an employee, you're just restricted to one specific um, job role or job description, and you have to, you're very limited to grow in that niche, in that area. Whereas an entrepreneur, you are pretty much are like you have to change roles every now and then, because when you are just starting your business, you are sometimes a salesperson, sometimes you're on your marketing, CMO of your company, you are sometimes an employee of your company, sometimes you are accountant and managing the finances of your business. So I think that helps me to be jack of all trades, and every day I'm learning something new, and it all overwhelms me so much about what I don't know. So I think that's really fun, and that's really interesting to know what I don't know, and to be able to know and grasp that knowledge which I didn't have previously is something which is really rewarding. And it's really something, it releases dopamine in me and allows me to explore more and enjoy this just working every day.
Absolutely. There's a lot to that. The you don't know what you don't know. Starting something new and discovering you're right. It does come with a shot of dopamine, and it can be a lot of fun. So, from where you started to where you are now, what are some hard won lessons that you learned? Or if you could go back and give yourself advice, what would you tell yourself, or what would you tell an inspiring entrepreneur now?
I mean, I have always believed in this concept of don't just get stuck in learning loop. You are always going to learn while you are earning, so don't wait for the right moment to jump on a new opportunity. When you have the time to jump on an opportunity, just don't figure out how you can do it, just get into it, and then things will happen. You'll figure out how to do it. So that's one thing that has been with me all the way, ever since I was 18 and I started exploring different options. I pretty much started my career through then. And if I were to maybe go back in time and tell something to myself, would be to just be consistent, because that consistency and that discipline has helped me achieve where I am today. Like if I had just screwed up even this much in terms of my own sense of taking everything for granted and relaxing and just being in that false sense that maybe I'm better than my peers and my friends, that would have restricted my growth a lot. So that's really great that I haven't done so far. So that is something that I would tell myself, that if you're going to stick to your routine, if you're going to stick to your discipline, if you're going to stick to learning every single day, you'll reach at a very good level in the future.
Okay. Yeah. Great advice. Not being afraid to start, know that you're going to make mistakes, be consistent. All of that's fantastic, and all of it's fundamental when you're starting any venture, whether it be a business or anything, right? Weight loss journey, any of it. So awesome. That's great advice. So what does your average client look like, or what are some pain points that somebody might be going through that if they're dealing with XYZ, you're the person that they should be talking to?
That's a lot of lots of questions in just one question. So I'll try to break it down and answer each and every one of them. First and foremost, the clients that we are working with right now, they are facing issues in terms of getting leads through organic traffic. Like, they are not just, I always say this through all my podcasts and even on my YouTube channel, and whenever I have time to speak about marketing, is that don't just lay all your eggs in one basket. I mean, to say that SEO shouldn't be your one and only go-to strategy in terms of SEO market or in terms of marketing, whereas in fact it should be a part of your marketing strategy, not the entire sole strategy. So my client that I'm working with right now, they are pretty active on their social media, LinkedIn specifically. They have pretty good strategy about their having opt-in forms, creating funnels, and collecting their email addresses and running an email marketing campaigns. So that is pretty good, because once you have those leads coming onto your website, you would want to nurture those leads. So unless and until you don't have the step 2, the step 1 is not going to work. And if you have the step 1 ready, the step 2 is missing, then there's no point of having even the step 1 working. So I think that's pretty good with that thing. And talking about when clients come to us, most of the discovery calls that I've conducted so far, they don't have any marketing strategy so far, and they are not willing to spend in those marketing campaigns. Like, people and business owners fail to understand that marketing is a way to scale up their business twice or thrice where they are right now. They always try to compare it with the commodity. Like, I have people and other business owners telling me that for this much amount of money, they previously they were getting maybe, let's just say, 10 infographic posts on Instagram, 2 reels, and they were creating content on their website. But eventually, did it help them? No, it didn't, because uh, at that price point, if you're getting like a buffet, it's not going to help you, because you're just getting a taste of different things, but those things are not going to drive any significant results. It's just there for your satisfaction, that you are just touching and focusing on those things which others are doing. So you don't want to get into that, how do I put it, like this competition of that, just because my competition is doing, I have to jump in and just do what they are doing.
What about power partners? What are other industries or other professionals that you synergize really well with and find collaborations with?
So far, I mean, I haven't really done any sort of big partnerships, because my company and this entire venture is pretty new. I just started last November, and yeah, I mean, last November. What I mean to say is 2023 November is when I actually registered my business and I did the all paperwork. But the actual business started last, um, I guess, around May or June, because that's when I graduated, and I had lot of time to focus on my business, because I was focusing on my college semester, the final year project, and stuff like that. So in terms of partnerships, I don't I haven't really done any sort of formal partnerships with any other industries to help me get clients or any sort of other things.
Okay. How can local businesses use SEO to generate consistent leads online?
Well, a very good thing is that I would love to share a small SOP guide that I've created. I'd love to share it with your audience. It's a free SOP guide, goes over in detail how to use free different AI tools to get started with SEO, and it's made specifically for local businesses. So, just to give a brief about what that SOP contains, is that first and foremost, not all local businesses have that budget to even get a website ready. So, no worries, you should always have a GMB profile first. Even if you don't have a website, that's fine. Get a Google My Business profile done and optimize the best possible way you can, and then create content on your GMB profile, because GMB does have an option to post like a Facebook post or Instagram post. You can post over there, get reviews, uh, list out all your products, services, add detailed descriptions, add the different locations where you're gonna serve. And this is just basics of what is present in my SOP guide. There are a lot of other things I've gone in detail about. Even when we talk about website, how should your homepage be developed, your about section, the contact page, and stuff like that in a very well structured CRO manner. So you convert those leads into actual clients or customers for your business.
Okay, so how can a well-designed website improve visibility and attract more customers?
Well, there are two ways. I always say that a website is like a sales machine. That sales machine itself is not going to do anything. Like, let's just say you own a car, okay? And the car, in order for that car to run, you're going to fuel it up with gasoline, right? So it's pretty similar concept. You either fuel your website with an ad campaign through Google PPC ads or Facebook ads or any other ad campaign, or else you attract organic traffic through SEO efforts. So these are the two ways you can go about. PPC or the paid ads is a way which you run when you want to get short-term results and you're looking at short-term marketing strategy, because it's going to give you results instantaneously. Like, even if you were to project some X number of leads in a span of 3 months, you would get it. But it's not always possible with SEO, because SEO does take time, and it's a long term marketing campaign. Because once you start ranking for particular keywords, even if you stop spending any money or efforts into SEO, you will still rank, but it's not going to be the same case with the paid ad campaigns. So there are two ways to go about to drive traffic and get leads on your website.
Okay, awesome. Is there anything that I missed or failed to ask that you wanted to add?
Not that I can recall.
No, no, because I know with SEO, there's a lot of different areas that we can go down there.
Lots
There's a
of other
lot to it.
different areas. Yeah, I know.
So for people that want to know more, that want to reach out, what's the best way they get a hold of you? Where can they find you?
Well, they can just pretty much do a simple Google search. They can just type in my name, Prerak Mehta, followed by my brand name, NetMafia, and it's gonna pretty much pull out my company website, my Udemy profile. They can browse through my different courses, which includes an AI local SEO course specifically built for local businesses and SMEs, on how they can leverage these different free AI tools to rank their website. And it packs with 7 hours of video content. And these courses on Udemy are pretty cheap. Like, they are pretty easy on pocket, cost about 10 or 15 bucks, and you have lifetime access to these courses. So it's a really small investment and great returns on it. And if any aspiring entrepreneurs wants to follow my journey, they can just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am a true believer of building in public, and I'm just documenting my journey as the founder of my company, and just putting out whatever I know in terms of my outreach methods, my inbound methods, how I'm working with clients, cold call tactics, the SEO strategies, and so on.
Perfect. And I'm going to put all that in the show notes so it's easy to find, so they can
Yeah.
just go down there and click on it. If anybody would like to get a hold of Prerak, absolutely do it. We all know how important SEO is. If you have a website or you want a website, it's a big part of it. You want that organic reach. You want people to, reach out and find you. The joke is, the best place to hide a body, it's on the second page of Google,
Second page
right?
of
So,
Google.
yeah. So you want to make sure you're not there. So yeah, that's super important. Absolutely reach out, have that conversation. If anybody would like to get a hold of me, you can find me at ikag.me. You can find more episodes, subscribe to the newsletter, and connect to our growing community of awesome people like Prerak. If you or somebody you know would like to be interviewed, feel free. You can apply online as well. But I really appreciate you taking the time coming on, because it's super important what you're doing. A lot of us could use help, especially the local businesses that we don't have the time or bandwidth to go down these rabbit holes and learn all those specifics, because it's ever changing. And having somebody that's an expert being on top of it is super valuable to have. So let's all go out there, have an awesome day, and grow our circles. All right.
Thank you so much, Anthony. I really enjoyed being on your show, and I had a wonderful conversation. I'm really looking forward to us staying in connected. And if there's anything which we can create another episode on detail SEO, I would love to come in and talk about it. I had a great
Absolutely.
time. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you.